up to the top of the hill at turn 5. So they'll race for 3 hard laps before that first competition caution happens. And then it's just a half a lap at reduced speed as they come around. Sometimes they need to reposition one of the ramps, and they'll take that second half of the lap very, very slowly to give the ramp crew an opportunity to get those ramps back into position if they get knocked out of shape. But we can start to hear the revs come up on these trucks on the front straightaway. As Sean, I think we're getting pretty close to the start here.
We are right now. I'm listening. We should be seeing the 15 seconds. I'm hearing it right now. We're inside 15 seconds. The green flag goes sideways. They're about to count it down for 10 seconds. The butterflies go away. This is when it gets all serious. 4, 3, 2, 1. Green flag. We're off and running here at Mid-Ohio.
And from the pole, the 57 car, Bill Hines, gets the jump, and Casey Mears right alongside him, nose to tail as Mears' truck noses over as he gets on the brakes, Rusty.
Looked like he tapped him in the back end as they came around turn 1, but they separated a little bit. Ryan Eversley pushing on the back of Robbie Gordon, but that VP Fuels truck, Gavin Harlan, making that 3 wide going up into the keyhole turn as they make their way under braking now, the top end side by side at the front. They were 3 wide per second right now, making their way, going to hit that jump, add speed here.
Look at a bunched up right there.
Oh, a couple of them come together. Eversley gets this, and he flips the truck over. Eversley over and back on its wheels as they got sideways. I think that was that's the Toyo Tire truck was the other one involved, I believe. We'll see as they come. Yeah, Jeff Hoffman down the straightaway, but Eversley over on his top, and he is continuing.
So luckily, these trucks are good and tough right there. I don't even think we're going to see a caution here. I think they're going to bring them right back out and keep on running as they head out of turn 5 down that Toyo Tires ramp.
Casey Mears is your leader, headed towards you, Tom Michaels, but everybody seems to be back running again.
Yeah, Casey Mears got a good advantage right now, considering he comes through turn number 9, lifted that right front wheel, then the 57 and the 83. Bill Hines, Matty Brabham, that's the top 3.
Yeah, see him right here going through a very fast section right here. They talked about putting a jump there, but they're going so fast, so bunched up. Look at here is the replay. Couple trucks get sideways. Eversley gets off. I think I'm okay. No, I'm not. Go gadget smoke screen. I'm upside down. I'm back on my wheels again. Look at Eversley gets into Potts. Eversley then gets into Hoffman. Hoffman stays on the loud pedal, keeps it on all 4s. Eversley gets upside down, but they're still green flag racing here in Mid-Ohio.
Casey Mears running away with it right now as he has stretched it out over that 57 car Hines as they make their way. And then there's 3 trucks right together. Then a little bit of a gap back to those 2 trucks involved in that first lap incident as here comes Ryan Eversley. Roof a little bit wrinkled on that, but he's still driving it hard, so he'll be able to catch up on that competition caution. Casey Mears over the jump here on the back straightaway. Looks like the rest of the trucks making sure, and they're able to clear that cleanly as well. So they are making their way down the straight. Nothing really in contention. Cole Potts now looking to the outside of the 57 of Hines. He's looking to the outside, Brian.
He's looking to get that pass done. And Cole Potts sitting back there. Robbie Gordon up to that 2nd spot. He's followed directly behind by the 83 of Matty Brabham. So Brabham, your points leader, into that 3rd spot. But it's all Casey Mears headed for you now, Tom Michaels.
Up over the last of the jumps as he comes through there. Big lead for Casey Mears. Of course, we think of Casey Mears, or we think of the Mears gang, either with IndyCar or with NASCAR. But don't forget, their DNA has off-road racing. We're seeing that right now with Casey Mears.
Well said, Tom Michaels. Casey Mears, he's done a lot of off-road racing, and he, right now, has the biggest lead we've seen in all of 2019, and he looks super, super comfortable right now. Robbie Gordon, he's in P2, watching Casey just walk away from him right now. That's got to be very frustrating for him, and I believe Matt Brabham as well may have even gotten into the top 3, and he has. So we got the fastest guys in super trucks right now doing everything they can to not pass Casey Mears, just keep an eye on him as they go up into the keyhole.
Matty Brabham tries to stuff it down inside of Robbie Gordon, but it's not able to make it stick, Rusty.
Can't get there. Potts gets it a little bit sideways, trying to get right inside that battle. So 3 trucks battling now. There goes Brabham. Trying it on the inside now, outside of the keyhole turn. Brake lock up there for Robbie Gordon as he slides that truck around. Casey Mears over the jump one more time. Here comes Robbie Gordon, hits the jump. The two trucks side by side behind him now as Potts has caught up to that battle. Now they're side by side at the kink. Potts, couple wheels in the grass, trying to get around Brabham. They're coming, Brian, side by side.
We'll see if Potts able to get that move done on Brabham. Robbie Gordon holding down the second spot, side by side into the S's. Cole Potts trying to make a move on Brabham. Here they come to the little chicane. Brabham comes through first, but Cole Potts pulls up beside him. They're headed into turn 6, side by side. Cole Potts right there. Robbie Gordon, there goes Cole Potts fight. No, Brabham fights back side by side, Tom Michaels.
Side by side as they came up over the ramp. There goes Mears. Robbie Gordon in second place. And then it's the 60 of Cole Potts and the 83, Matty Brabham. Cole Potts got him.
As you see right there, I told you, there's going to be two different types of racing going on right there between Cole Potts and Matty Brabham. You could look like they hook a chain to each other from the back of the pack, slowly making their way up to the front. An epic battle between them, but they got the man, the myth, the legend in front of them, Robbie Gordon, that bright orange Speed Energy number 7 right there. So it's one thing to be racing each other, but they got to get around Robbie Gordon. Luckily for them, there will be a mandatory competition caution coming up around the corner, and that's going to reel in the gap of Casey Mears.
Exactly, as those three battling it out for second, third, and fourth, coming through turn number 1. And then the 57 car of Bill Hines is drawn away just a little bit, followed by the 47 of Jeff Hoffman, and Ryan Eversley bringing up the rear after putting that truck on its roof.
Side-by-side battle, Robbie Gordon, Cole Potts. Potts on the outside, Gordon on the inside. Casey Mears still getting away, but that caution's coming up. Casey Mears getting it sideways off the jump. Robbie Gordon still with a second spot, but Cole Potts pressuring right now on the outside, carrying a lot of speed. I'm going to have to see if he can stop at the end of the straightaway, Brian. I'm not sure.
Cole Potts, man, putting on a show here. Boy, he has got a handle on Mid-Ohio. Casey Mears with the lead coming into the competition caution. Robbie Gordon's in second, but Cole Potts charged from the back up to the third spot. Matty Brabham comes in fourth. So Matty Brabham and Cole Potts make their way up from the back row. Casey Mears almost ran away from this, but competition caution. And we're going to load it all up, do it all again.
Well, that's it. You know, and we were talking before just about those two drivers there. But it's one thing for to race each other. But then they got Robbie Gordon right in front of them as well. They needed this comp caution. It had to happen.
Yep.
And also, let's think back to 2 weeks ago. And I'm calling this Mr. Outside, Cole Potts.
Yep.
He made the pass on Biffle to win on the outside, coming out of the keyhole. He's working the outside now. A lot of times, well, you don't see it happen a lot and work in a positive way. He's done it. He knows he can do it again. So Cole Potts, man, he's putting a lot of pressure on the guys, and he's doing it from the outside. That's a whole other deal.
Ramp crews are working to readjust that ramp right there at the top of the hill, just as they come into Tom Michaels' view. Wave, Tom, you're on camera, as we are getting that ramp repositioned.
So what's going to happen now is they're going to come around. They're going to be, and look at the replay. Just all heck broke loose right there. They're just hanging on for dear life and just caught it. They almost both made it unscathed. But then Ryan Eversley in that number 100 Continental tire truck, he got it upside down, but back on its wheels, and he's out running strong. He's in the back, but his lap times, he's running well. He's running strong. So that being said, if you like what you see on the Continental Tire Super Truck there, that number 100, it obviously works on the asphalt in the dirt. We just saw him do it. It runs on the Terrain Contact AT, the same all-terrain tire you can purchase for your vehicle at home. Visit ContinentalTire.com to learn more about the Terrain Contact AT. And as Ryan Eversley, the number 100, has proven, it works well on the asphalt and the grass and the dirt, because he just tested it out for us right in front of our own eyes, and it was on the money. Speaking of on the money, Casey Mears. He's getting faster and faster in these trucks. We've known what he's done in the past, and then as the Mears gang has been so big in motorsport, but right now he's putting on a clinic. And now we're curious to see exactly what's going to happen as he's going to restart this race at his pace as they head down the front stretch here. Green flag flies. We're back to racing 3 more laps of elbows up, all-out drag racing.
Coming to you, Rusty Bell.
A little bit closer this time. Mears not getting away like he was early after that restart, which is what we wanted to have happen. But Potts still pushing all over the back right now of Robbie Gordon. Can't quite get there. Eversley doing everything he can to get around Jeff Hoffman. We'll have to see if there's more fireworks. They're side by side. Again, big brake lock up as we see him coming off the keyhole turn pole. Cole Potts on the outside. Side by side, they land at the same time right now as Robbie Gordon and Cole Potts still side by side. Cole Potts on the outside now finally gets a truck length in front. Eversley now ahead of that 57 truck of Bill Hines.
Cole Potts had the position, but Robbie Gordon said, no, you don't. I'm taking it back. Shoves him out of the way of the exit at turn number 4. So Robbie Gordon back to that second spot. Cole Potts now has got the 83 and Matty Brabham right behind him. Cole Potts gets hard on the gas off the jump. Gets into the rear end there and tries to move Robbie Gordon out of the way. Gordon able to hang on to it. It's a 4-way battle for second spot coming to you, Tom.
It looked like they were on the string, second, third, fourth. Now we got a pass for that third place position. Moving up, Matty Brabham. Cole Potts is going to try and fight back. Meanwhile, the leader continues on. That is Casey Mears. Right behind him is Robbie Gordon.
Look at Casey Mears. He's out on his own. He's taking the lines that he wants to take. He's getting around the track in a proper fashion. When the other guys behind him, bing, bam, boom, they're all over the place. They're getting forced to be in areas of the track they don't want to be. They got to be in the inside, and they should be on the outside. And also, meanwhile, Casey Mears, he's just like, hey, man, I got open track, I got open air, and it's working really well for him. But now I'm wondering, Robbie Gordon's a little bit closer to him, and as the race goes on, we know when it gets down to the nitty-gritty at the end, these faster guys really turn it up, and that includes Jeff Hoffman, who was in that crash earlier on, and now he is in the mix.
Cole Potts all over the back of Matty Brabham, too. Rusty, coming to you.
Yeah, Brabham gets between those two as he's right behind Robbie Gordon now. Again, a big lockup out of Gordon. Potts now on the outside of Matty Brabham as they make their way around the keyhole turn and over that jump on the back straight. A little sideways out of Mears, but he's able to hang on to that down the straightaway. Matt Brabham got himself up into that third spot now, but now he's lost one spot. Cole Potts is in front, and he's going to get a lot of pressure from behind.
So Cole Potts drops back a couple, trying to get it back. We're watching Robbie Gordon finally putting some pressure on Casey Mears. He's right there behind him as they go around the chicane. It's too wide. Matty Brabham trying to make a move. It's side by side for the fourth spot as they make their way through turn number 6. It's Cole Potts in that third spot. Coming at you, Tom.
Yeah, coming off, laying the Cole, kind of getting sideways there. Coming off the jump is your leader, Casey Mears, trying to take advantage of it. Here's Robbie Gordon. He's up on 2 wheels. Now lets it settle down again. Comes up alongside, going through turn number 10. Side by side. Mears on the inside. Gordon on the outside. They come up into turn number 11. It is still that way.
Yes, back to the inside is Mears. But it looks like Gordon's going to make that pass stick. Well, not too aggressive on him. These guys really showing a lot of respect for one another up here when they could be putting a lot more pressure, really lean on each other a little bit more. But let's not forget, we still got another comp caution coming up and another 3 laps after that to the checkered flag as Cole Potts is literally in the grass down the front stretch going down there. So they're going 2-3 wide through that section right there. So definitely putting a lot of pressure on him, but in a gentlemanly fashion thus far.
Yes.
Matty Brabham tried to hip check Potts right in the middle of turn 1, but that didn't work. He's still behind him. Another big brake lock up, and here comes Potts now on the inside of Mears. He's got the spot by half a truck length. Coming onto the back straightaway, we'll keep an eye on that. Right now it's Robbie Gordon in front, not by much though. Here comes Potts. Potts with the lead. Lead change now as Potts got through the jump a little bit better and has a truck length now in front of Robbie Gordon, but he's fighting back, and they're 3 wide for second.
Cole Potts had the lead for just a moment, but under braking, Gordon gets that position. Big lockup out of the Continental car, the Continental truck, Ryan Eversley at the end there. But your leader is Robbie Gordon with it. But Cole Potts trying to make a move in turn number 6. He's going to lay the fiberglass. Cole Potts spins out of second spot. He stays hard in the grass. He lights the tires up. He's going to continue. But new leader coming at you, Tom.
Robbie Gordon comes off the jump, nose first this time. He keeps that lead. Here comes the 47, Jeff Hoffman, who's coming from the back of the pack. And then you've got the car of Matty Brabham, and just off them is the car that has led for so long, but is now back at 4th place. That's Casey Mears.
Now, I don't think we've seen the last of Cole Potts. We still got another comp caution coming up around the corner here.
Yep.
So they're going to bunch it up. And that's going to happen at times, man. They're just that aggressive. And these guys are just all so fast, so quick. I mean, it is the who's who in Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks. And they are leaning on each other, something fierce. Now look at the 47, the Toyo tires of the Jeff Hoffman in that incident early on in the race. Now sitting in P2. Then in the back of the pack, you see Eversley and Potts. But the battle's not over for Potts. We're going to have another comp caution. He's going to be in the mix yet one more time.
Up into the keyhole turn now. The Toyo Tires truck trying to get around Robbie Gordon on the outside. Had about a nose length in front, but drops back behind. We'll see. Robbie Gordon did not get off this jump well last time, and he's not going to get off it well again. He's going to lose another spot. Well, there he goes. He fights back side by side again here at the King, Brian. They're coming down your way. The 47 Hoffman right there side by side with Robbie Gordon.
Hoffman goes deep on the brakes. Gonna bump Gordon out of the way. Robbie Gordon gets shoved into the dirt, stays into it. We're coming into the comp caution. New leader, the 47, and then Robbie Gordon and Matty Brabham go to the grass here. So right coming the last turn, we hit 47, Jeff Hoffman to take the lead coming into the second comp caution.
Yeah, so, to see right at the end, it was funny, interesting, and intelligent of both Brabham and Gordon right there. They knew when they got to that tire chicane, that's when the yellow comes out.
Yeah.
So neither of them had any plans of all of making that turn. They're basically just drag racing to that tire to keep their position, knowing they're going to blow the turn by like 70 or 80 feet,
Exactly.
and there was no penalty because the caution's already out there.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
that I have yet to see that one here at Mid-Ohio. So that was pretty wild there. So, and then Cole Potts, of course, spinning out there, pushing it really hard, but now he's going to be back in the mix as well. So here's some replays right here of some good racing, leaning on each other, and then boom, just pushed it a little too far. I think he did that all on his own, John.
Yeah, he did. Did a full 360. Ryan Eversley had to check up to avoid collecting Cole Potts as he's trying to get that truck back onto the racing surface. But no harm, no foul as they're all lined back up once again. Getting ready for the 3-lap finale.
You know, it's funny, too, with some of these great camera angles we have here and stuff, and watching it. Townsend Bell, years ago in Toronto, raced with it, and he said he felt like him and a bunch of his friends just robbed a bank and they were trying to get away. And when you're watching some of this action, it's kind of what it reminds you of. It's so wild. There's so much contact and so much aggressive racing. And look, that's what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Like, we don't care about the turn. We just got to drag race to that section as they're coming on. This is the last and final segment here of race number 1 of 2 races this weekend here at Mid-Ohio Raceway for Speed Energy Stadium Super Trucks, and they are coming around right now. Jeff Hoffman, who has had undoubtedly, legitimately a wild ride, but all afternoon here, gets in a big incident earlier. Now he's in the lead. He's going to set the pace. We're going green flag racing. 3 more laps to the checkered flag.
Hoffman with the advantage. Right behind him is Robbie Gordon and then Matt Brabham. But here comes Cole Potts as he steams around Casey Mears into turn number 1.
Up into the 4th spot right now. Robbie Gordon gets it crossed up a bit over the curbing, hops the curbing, the pit exit curbing, and stays right in the wheel tracks at Jeff Hoffman right now as Hoffman goes down to the inside to be defensive. But Gordon locks up the brake again, but he's got on the outside line. We'll see. Loses a little bit of ground, goes wide coming off onto the back straightaway, and it's Hoffman back in the lead. Gordon in second right now, and we're keeping an eye on the rest of these trucks as they hit that jump off the back straightaway. Here comes Cole Potts right on the outside now. The 83 car, Brabham, the side-by-side, first and second.
Side-by-side, first and second, side-by-side for a minute there for the 3rd spot. Oh, going wide there. Robbie Gordon gets to the lead. Hoffman goes to 4th. So from the lead back to 4th. Brabham now is in second. Cole Potts wants second. Cole Potts is in 3rd. There's Robbie Gordon in the lead. Brabham in second. Cole Potts and Hoffman battling for 3rd. Tom, they're in front of you.
Watch them as they come over. They look like those squirrely Japanese dragons that you see. Chinese dragons as they come through here. Up on two wheels once again. Robbie Gordon with that lead. Trying to hang on right now. Hoffman trying to come back, peeking to the inside.
I'm curious, we haven't seen a lot of Gavin Harlan. I'm listening to race control. I'm not hearing what's going on with that, but usually he's right in the mix, but he's kind of stuck in the back. I don't know what exactly is the problem with him, but you usually see him right in the middle of this type of racing here, especially towards the end of the race. As Hoffman stops the inside, it's like, Cole, you're my buddy, but move out of the way. Cole dives back in one more time. Robbie Gordon stays in the lead. P2, it is Matt Brabham. P3 is Cole Potts as they head down the front stretch. Pot has the inside line on Brabham. Can he make it stick?
He's got it right now. Robbie Gordon, he's got to check up or he would have run into the back of Gordon. Gordon in the lead. Cole Potts in second. Brabham in third. The Toyo Tire Machine in fourth right now. But on the outside, another lockup there at the inside for Robbie Gordon. But Cole Potts trying him on the outside. But Brabham now fights back and has second back again. So a lot of changing going on just behind our leader, Robbie Gordon now. Down the straightaway, nobody's getting away this time as they are 3 wide for second. Crossing it up here in front of me, Cole Potts diving down to the inside.
Cole Potts trying to make a move there. He has got the second spot. Brabham right in there with the mix. We got one truck off to the outside. Robbie Gordon with the advantage. Cole Potts into that second spot. Matty Brabham there, the 47, Jeff Hoffman, drops out of that great battle for third spot, and he is at the tail end of the field coming at you, Tom.
Well, watch them as they come up over the jump. Little bit of an advantage on the jump that time for the second place truck. That is Cole Potts. Gap back to the 25. That's the third place truck of Casey Mears. He's got his mirrors full right now, as does our leader, Robbie Gordon. Cole Potts right behind.
Cole Potts right behind Robbie Gordon, P2. We've seen a lot of these guys now, these last couple laps, really doing each other dirty. Down by China Beach, really moving each other out of the way. There was a gentlemanly race early on, but not any longer as the Dukes are up. It is Robbie Gordon in number 7 Speed Energy truck. In P1, right behind him is the Security State Bank number 60 of Cole Potts. He's off in the grass again on the front stretch, trying to make a move. CJ Mears, he led the majority of the race at the beginning, dropped all the way back, almost the last. Now he's sitting in the podium position as the white flag is out.
Cole Potts tries it there. He's going to get up alongside. He's missing a headlight on that truck, but he doesn't care. We don't need lights yet. This is a good race down the top of the keyhole turn. Potts on the outside, getting right alongside, side by side. They're going to come off the jump here, a little bump. Both of them go wide. Potts into the grass off that jump, but he's got the lead right now in front of Robbie Gordon. But I don't think Robbie Gordon's done with this, Brian, as he's pulled up alongside. He's going to try to outbreak him.
Robbie Gordon never done. Stuffs it to the inside, goes back by Cole Potts. They make their way through. All I see is brake smoke from third place. 2 trucks slide to the offside. We'll see. That's the VP truck sliding really wide. Cole Potts well off into the dirt here. Robbie Gordon back to the advantage. Casey Mears in second spot. Cole Potts stays hard in the throttle. He's driving down through the grass. He comes back in on third spot. Tom, they're in front of you.
Well, right now, one of the trucks nose first as it came down. That's the truck right now, back to fourth place as they're side by side, the 60 Potts and then the 100 of Brian Everly. They are banging side to side, but your leader is Robbie Gordon.
As we're coming down the last few laps, there might even be fisticuffs in the paddock today, because I tell you, the Dukes have been up on these last couple laps. 3 wheels, a good feeling for Robbie Gordon in the lead. P1, checkered flag is about to fly for the Menard Speed Energy Toyo Tires driver. Behind him, it is CJ Mears, Casey Mears, in the number 25 Speed Energy truck right there. So first podium for Mears, exciting stuff. Behind him, it's an absolute melee, but Jeff Hoffman is able to pull off a third place out of that one. I believe it was Hoff unofficially over the line. Wild couple of laps early on. I said, John, I'm like, hey, these guys are being pretty nice to one another. You know, they're playing it cool. But then all that went to heck and just absolutely Dukes up. It was like an all-out bar brawl out there in those last couple of laps. they weren't leaning on each other. They were moving each other right clean out of the way.
Exactly. It looks like Cole Potts got across the line in third.
Okay.
Yeah. Ryan Eversley right next to him as they came across the line. But now it's time for a little showboating as Robbie Gordon up on 2 wheels. And he's going to go pretty much the whole way down the back straightaway on a couple of wheels. He's got one out of balance. That sucker is really vibrating on him, but he's managing to keep it up on 2, Rusty.
Yeah, you might see if he can roll it over right next to Eversley, but so far, no. Got the truck on 2 around the kink, down the straightaway. The rest of the field just waiting on that truck of Robbie Gordon. Brian, he's coming into your view, but...
Robbie Gordon a couple weeks ago made it all the way down the back straightaway through the S's and underneath the Honda bridge. But I tell you what, hats off, big round of applause. Super Truck Stadium Racing here at Mid-Ohio. Robbie Gordon, your winner, great show. Casey Mears in second. Cole Potts gets the third. Tell you what, nobody's a loser in this one. This is one of the best, shows. What a great way to end an awesome day of racing here at Mid-Ohio.
And of course, we got him coming back tomorrow again as the final event of the day. We wait, we watch, and there he is. Robbie Gordon back up on 2 wheels. He takes it through turn number 8. Balanced wheel there. Casey Mears, he's got to be pretty happy with a second place finish here, as he's not one of the regulars in this. Now Robbie gets it back down on 2 wheels as they head down into Thunder Valley.
John Michaels.